Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we will discuss about the topic constants in C language. The constants are nothing but fixed data values that cannot be changed during program execution. That is, in a program, once the constant value was declared, that value will not be changed during program execution. These constants are otherwise called constant literals. There are four types of constants. One is integer constant, two is floating point constant, three is character constant, and four is string constant. The integer constants are nothing but whole numbers without fraction part. For example, 5, 10, 12. Likewise, the whole numbers without any fractional part or decimal part. That is 12 point in the sense that is not integer constant. That is a decimal constant. So, the whole numbers without fraction part is nothing but integer constant. Only plus and minus sign is allowed. That is plus 5, minus 5 or plus 12, minus 12. Likewise, this is a valid integer constant. So, along with the whole numbers, only plus and minus sign is allowed. The extra characters are not allowed. There are three types of integer constant. One is decimal integer constant, octal integer constant, and hexadecimal integer constant. So, the decimal constants are nothing but the numbers 0 to 9 we can include. So, if you are using the numbers 0 to 9 for representing any constant, that is called decimal constant. It is a base 10 number. The decimal numbers are otherwise called base 10 numbers. So, here also the extra characters are not allowed. Only positive and negative sign is allowed. So, this is nothing but the decimal constant. So, for example, this 10,000 is a valid decimal constant. Here there is no decimal point and also there is no extra character. 150, this is a valid decimal constant. 2000, this is a valid decimal constant. Suppose for this 10,000, if you are adding a comma, so this is an extra character and this extra character is not allowed. So this is invalid decimal constant. And 0.8 if you are using, this is invalid decimal constant since we are adding a fractional part, that is a dot. And 10, 20, space is there. So this space is an extra character that is not allowed. And 0, 8, 5 if you are considering, this 0, prefix 0 is not allowed. So if you are considering, these are all the invalid decimal constants. Next, if you are considering octal constant. So, octal constant is nothing but the valid digits you can include from 0 to 7. So, this is an octal constant and prefix 0 we have to use in octal constant. This octal constant is otherwise called base 8 number. And here also no extra characters and positive and negative sign is allowed. There is no extra characters. So, this is nothing but the octal constant. So, for example, 0, 1, 0. So, here prefix 0 is there and the digits we have included from 0 to 7. So, this is a valid octal constant. 0, 7, 7, 7. So, if you are considering this 7 is a valid octal constant. So, we can include the numbers from 0 to 7. And plus 065, this is a valid octal constant. We can include positive and negative sign also. So this is a valid octal constant. So the invalid octal constants if you are considering, 10,000 if you are considering, here we have added extra character. This is an invalid octal constant and also prefix 0 is not there. So this is invalid since the decimal point is added here. So here space is added. This is a special character. So this is not valid octal constant. We should not include extra space. This is invalid octal constant since prefix 0 is not there. So these are all the valid octal constants and these are all the invalid octal constants. And next if we are considering the hexadecimal constant. So for the hexadecimal constant we can include the digits 0 to 9 and letters A to F. We can include. the uppercase letters A to F as well as the lowercase letters A to F. We can include. And this hexadecimal constant is otherwise called base 16 number. Like in octal constant, here in hexadecimal constant, it should be preceded by 0 small x or 0 capital X. So example, valid hexadecimal constants are 0x88. So this is a valid hexadecimal constant since it is preceded by 0x and it has included the digits 0 to 9 as well as the letters A to F only. This is a valid hexadecimal constant since it is preceded by 0x and it has included the letters A to F. And this is a valid hexadecimal constant. It is preceded by 0x and it has included the letters A to F as well as the digits 0 to 9. So these are all valid hexadecimal constants. So if you are considering invalid hexadecimal constants, so here comma is an extra character. Extra characters are not allowed in hexadecimal constants also. So next, if we are considering this is invalid hexadecimal constants, we should add letters only from A to F. Here we have added G and H also. So this is invalid hexadecimal constant. And this is invalid since we have added the decimal point here. And this is invalid since it is not preceded by 0x. So these are all the invalid hexadecimal constants and these are all the valid hexadecimal constants. So this is nothing but the integer constant. Thank you for watching this video.